Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Welcome you all again in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School, Taif, Saudi Arabia. Dear students, as you know that this is Pakistan International School, Taif, virtual class for class second year students, subject computer science. And today is our 29th lecture. Teacher name Imran Ahmed. Dear students, as you know that we were discussing the chapter number 3 exercise question answer. Today is our fifth short question. Keep in mind, already we have performed all the question when we were explaining or describing the chapter number 3. Today is our question. Why I am focusing this chapter? Because this chapter is the base of all programming languages. You will feel you can feel this one when you are in further classes, and you will compare these things, that all the languages containing the same topics. Just what is the change when you have to study the different languages? Just the change in syntax, rest, all the logic will be same. Okay, next short question is differentiate between relational and logical operators. Now this topic belongs to the operators. Keep in mind what are the relational operator and what are the logical operators. Relational operators are, you can say that these operators are also called comparison operator. So we will discuss relational operators or comparison operator. Relational operators are used to compare two values of the same type. Same type means we will compare integer with the integer, float with the float, character with the character. So same type this means. These are used in expression when a decision is to be based on a condition. When we use relational operator in the condition, all the time we will use the relational operator or comparison operator. There are 6 types of relational operator available in C++ language. Already we have discussed in very detail in the topic. Just I will tell you the name over here. 6 relational operators are less than or equal to, not equal to, greater than or equal to. So there are 6 relational operators: less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to. These are the relational operator, and we use these operator in the comparison. Next are logical operators. Logical operators are used for the building compound conditions. Building compound condition, if we need to build more than one condition, we use logical operators. Logical operators are used for building compound condition. Compound condition means joining the two conditions. Let's say I give you the many time example: x is less than y and y is greater than z. So this is the compound condition. If we need to build more than one condition, we use logical operators. There are 3 types of logical operators available in C++ language. Which one are? OR operator, AND operator, and NOT operator. OR, and NOT. All the time we will use this kind of logical operator in the compound condition. Question number 6 is, what will be the output of the following statements? Now, this statement you can perform in the IDE and check the result. But over here we will solve, because in the examination you will see this kind of statement will be present, and you will display the they will ask in the question what will be the output of the following statement. See out. Now keep in mind, this one is a message. This is message. 17/3. Now integer. 17 is integer, 3 is integer. 17/3. So when we use slash operator in the integer, it gives us the quotient value. Keep in mind, it will give us quotient value. What should be the output? Now 6 threes are 18, 5 is equal to 8. This will be equal to 5 threes are 15. So its answer should be 5. And remainder is, what should be the remainder? Remainder will be 2 and quotient will be 5 in this case. Remainder will be 2 and quotient will be 5. So 17 divided by, over here, okay, keep in mind in the exam, in your book, I check it. In your book, I check it. In the message, they shows us 17 divided by 3, but when they are solving the expression, they use 17 divided by 2. So this output should be like this, keep in mind. 17 divided by 3 is equal to, now we will display the message as it is, but we will solve this one. So what will be the result? Its result should be 8, not its result will be 4. Because when we solve this one, this is the message as we write, it will appear as it is. So now solve this. 17 divided by 2, 8 2s are 16, 8 is the quotient and 1 is the remainder. Slash operator always give us the quotient value. So its answer is 8. Next. 10.0. Now one value is float. Another one is integer, but this one is only message. You will see this relation. Why I'm talking about this one is the message. This one is enclosed in double inverted commas. So 10.2/4. When keep in mind integer and integer, the combination of integer and integer always give us the result integer. Float and float result will be float. Float and integer result will be float. So now slash operator give us the full division value. Full division value. Why full division? First value is float and second one is integer. Now 10.2 divided by 4. So this one now it will divide fully. So its answer should be like this. 10.0 divided by 4 is equal to 2.55, is equal to 2.55. But next one, see out. What should be the result of this one? Now you will solve, you cannot solve this one very easily, but first you will solve this expression in your copy, then you will get the answer. But when you perform or write this statement as it is in your CIDE or Turbo CIDE, it will give us, it will give you the complete result. Over here, they are asking whenever this kind of statement is present in the paper, so you must have to solve this one first. Now this one is the message 40/5% 3 multiplied by 7. Now all operator having the same priority. All operator having the same priority because there is no addition, there is no subtraction, there is no any other operator is present. Slash, these two operator are used for the division and steric is used for the multiplication. In the previous topics I told you, in the previous topic, I told you the priority or the precedence of the operators. So according to precedence operator, they having the same priority. Now how to solve this one? Left to right justified. For the left, this one is present. So 40 divided by 8, it will give us the quotient value. Its answer will be 8. So 8 modulus 3. So now I will solve 8% 3. 8% 3, its remainder should be 2. And 2 multiplied by 7, its answer will be 14. So its answer is, look like this, equal to is, this one is the message as we write over here. Now this will be the answer. Now over here, this one is very interesting. Question number 7. Evaluate the following integer expression. Watch over here, they use the word integer expression. So now you will keep in mind the priority of the operator. What will be the result? First one is A. 3 plus 4 multiplied by 5. Now over here the priority of multiplication is more than larger than the priority of addition. So we must solve the multiplications first. So 4 5s are 20 plus 3, its answer will be 23. B. 4 multiplied by 5 divided by 10 plus 8. Now two operator having the same priority, which one? Multiply and slash. So but I will check it which one operator is appeared at the left side. At the left side steric is present, so we will solve the steric first. So 4 twos are the first, sorry, 4 fives are 20, 20 slash 10. Over here, watch here, 20 slash 10 plus 8. Now we will solve the 20 slash 10. It will give us the quotient value. Quotient for the 20 divided by 10 is 2. 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. And the next one is 3 multiplied by 2 plus 7 multiplied by 4. 3. So we'll solve the parenthesis first. In the parenthesis, again, I will check the priority. So steric having the higher priority. So 7 multiplied by 4, 28. Now again, this one is present in the parenthesis. Now I will not solve the multiplication. We will solve the parenthesis. I told you before, parenthesis is used to increase the priority of operator. So 8 plus 2, 30, and 30 multiplied by 3 is equal to 90. Now these three statement is your, I will not show you this one, these three parts, D, E, and F. This one is your assignment. Solve it accordingly with the, if you know the priority, you can solve this one very easily and check the answer. Okay, I will not show you this one. Already I have solved this one, but I will not show you. Keep in mind. So you will do it yourself. This one is your assignment. Next, evaluate the following expression that have integer and floating point data types. Now in this kind of expression, integer is present and float is present. Now keep in mind the combination all the time, the combination of integer and integer result will be integer. Combination of float and integer result will be float, and combination of float and float result will be float. So this one, if with the help of this formula, you can solve this expression. I will show you. I will solve one over here. 10.0. First one is 10.0 plus 15 slash 2 plus 4.3. Now according to me, slash having the higher priority than addition. So I will not solve this one first. I will not solve this one first. We will have to solve 15 slash 2. So according to 15 slash 2, and slash operator give us the quotient value. Slash operator give us the quotient value over here. Watch over here. We are solving over 10.0 plus 15 slash 2 plus 4.3. So step by step, we will have to solve 10.0. Now, when we will solve 15 slash 2, its answer will be 7, because 7 2s are 14, 7 is the quotient, and 1 will be the remainder in this case. Slash operator, if we use modulus operator or percentage operator over here, then at that time it will give us the 1 value, but over here slash operator is present, that's why it will give us the 7 value. 4.3 is written again. Now we have this condition. Now what will be the, how we solve 10.0 plus 7? Now one plus is over here, another plus is over here. Which plus will be solved first? Left to right justified. At the left, this one is present, so we will have solved this 10.0 plus 7 is equal to 17.0, and 4.3 is as it is. Now at the last step, you will solve this one, 21.3. Second part, 10.0 plus 15.0 slash 3 slash 2 plus, now this one, in this case, it will give us the real value. Why real value? Because in the previous question I told you integer plus float, integer and float value always give us the float value. So you can solve this one yourself. This one is also your assignment, these two parts. It is very easily, but keep in mind the precedence or the priority of operators. Question number next. What will be the output of the following? They give us the one program in over there in your book. It is present in the exercise. Include iostream.h, and it is asking for the output. Conio.h in num1 num2. Don't watch over here output first. You will have to first solve this one in you by yourself. How can we will solve? I will show you how can you will solve. We have three variables. One is num1, another one is num2, another one is total. All these three variable having the data type of what? Data type of integer. It means that num1 having the value integer, num2 is also integer, total will also be an integer value. So in the program, we are assigning num1 is equal to 13 and num2 is equal to 20. So this is the constant value we assign, it is shown in your book. What will be the result? Total is equal to num1 plus then num2. What should be the result over here? It will be 33. So total having the value now 33. See out. Now keep in mind, whenever they will ask in the paper or anything else in the paper, you must check out the cout statement, because cout statement is used only for the output purpose. You must use the cout statement. And in the cout statement, which thing is written in the cout statement, you will check this one, what happened to the for the line by line processing. Now this message is look like this: the total of, this one is the message. Why this one is enclosed in double inverted comma. The total of this one over here. Next, num1. Now this one is not a message. This one display the value of a variable, and the num1 having the value of variable, num1 having the value 13. So it should be like this: the total of 13, total of 13. And now and is message. And is a message, and it will appear as it is. You will write within double inverted comma. Now we have solved like this one. And now this one next line present, but no escape sequence we use, so they will appear on the same line. Num2, num2. This is not enclosed in double inverted comma, so it will display the value of a variable, and num2 have the value of a variable is 20. Now we are over here. Is what is a message. So why message? This one is enclosed in double inverted commas, so this will appear like this. Then stream operator, then value of total. So total value have, what is the total value now? 13 plus 20 is 33. So 33 will be this one will should be the result of this programming segment, this program. So this message should be like this: the total of 13 and 20 is 33. Next is, what will be the output of the following program? In the next program, next short question, they are still asking for the output of the, in the paper, they will give you a program, they will ask for the output. So how can you will write the output? Like this one is appear on the output in the, like this one is appear. This is the way to display the or to solve question like this. Hash include iostream.h, hash include conio.h, void main integer n, and n having the value 10. I told you before, you must check the cout statement, what is will be appear in the cout. So like this one, the initial value of n is, this is the message, the initial value of n is n, well having the value 10. And now next line. So this is the first message. Now over here, n plus plus. N plus plus means increasing one value in the n. So over here now, not n having the value 11 right over here. This now see out the value of n is now. The value of n is now. What it will be the value of n is now? So n having the value 11. So this is the second message output. Now, after the second message, there are two times n plus plus, one statement, n plus plus, another statement. There are two statements written in the same line. We can write like this one. So over here, n plus plus having the value what? 12. And over here, n plus plus having the value 13. Now what will be the result? The value of n is now, watch over here, it should be, this is the message and n. The value of n is now 13 and n minus minus. After the third message, n minus minus. Value of n is 13. When we will use the n minus minus, over here its value should be decreasing by one value, and minus minus is decrement operator is used. So now the value of n is 12. Why 12? Because last time n having the value 13, over here it will show the value minus minus 12. So output like this, the value of n is now, the value of n is now, and the n having the 12 value at the last end. Okay, this one is the ending of the program. So in this kind of program, in this kind of question in the paper, you must check the C out statement and the processing. Where is the processing actual program? Inshallah, tomorrow we will solve the next topic. We will do the long question and answer. Till take care of yourself. Pray for me. Pray for all Muslim. Allah Hafiz.